For crying out loud, calm down.
How long?
Soon, Travis, soon. Just ease up.
I can't. I don't care what Brick tells us. Cronus is going to blast us to smithereens. All of us other than Teresa, that is. She's carrying the golden child. Now tell me again why anyone hasn't tried to cut a deal with a smart house from hell?
Just what kind of deal do you think he's going to make with us? To him, we're just things.
In diplomacy, like litigation, the most important question is, what does the enemy want? So far, I haven't heard anybody ask anything of it.
The bastard already took what he wanted by force. He wants an heir, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe he wants a companion, too. A bride. Maybe Teresa or Vitality could...
You're going to give Teresa or Vitality to Cronus now? Jesus, Travis.
I know everyone thinks I'm some kind of monster, but I've got a responsibility to stay alive till the government gets me. After all, my country needs me. Christ, I'm sweating like a pig.
You're going to bust a gut if you don't calm down. Were you always this...
Freaked? No, because I always knew it was going to happen. And if things did turn ugly...
You'd get a redo.
Exactly. But Arlo had to go and play superhero and transport us to the heart of darkness here. Separate me from my safe house.
If you can't do what it takes when the time comes, just stay out of my way.
Roger Wilco, Wonder Woman, but you're my bodyguard. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I heard, Mr. President. Sorry, but I'm not taking a bullet for you today.
I would have taken a bullet for you, Holly Hobby. Once I would have died for you. Ask Teresa sometime. That's how much you meant to me.
Travis.
But I don't have awesome psychic powers.
Well, I don't either.
Yes, you do. You're just retarded or something.
Nice.
I mean, you just haven't figured out how to use them yet. So get a clue. Now would be a good time.
Is Vitality ready?
Yes. When the exact moment comes, she will initiate an all-out mental assault against Cronus. She is not certain, however, that her efforts will prove fruitful. Cronus is cunning and much more experienced than she.
It will work. Try not to worry. A simultaneous ambush on 4 fronts, with Arlo going in for the kill. It's the best move we've got. And the sooner the better. Always still got surprise on our side.
Unless Cronus is aware of your strategy.
I've thought of that. But it's this or nothing. We fight now, or accept Cronus' domination for all time.
As always, I am with you. But if we fail, this Lar does not trade in half measures. He is brutal.
I know. I'm sorry.
I do not fear for my own safety, since I am apparently designated to serve as the vessel for Cronus' progeny. But I have grown fond of you, and I fear that you and the others are...
Expendable?
Think you can pull this off, Boy Wonder? No, but I hope I'll rise to the occasion. Teresa says I just have to visualize Cronus and then remove the ingredients one at a time.
Hey, buddy, your little lady's gonna be fine, okay? She's tough.
This thing, it impregnated Teresa. I want it to suffer like nothing in history has ever suffered.
Trust me, pal, I'd feel the exact same way. Hey, you ask me, Cronus is cruising for a bruise.
Time?
Wait for the signal. Don't jump the gun.
Right.
Now, tell Vitality.
She has launched her attack.
What is this? What's going on?
Bill, is that you? It's me, Teresa, but
Am I dreaming? Is this really happening?
there appears to have been some sort of corporeal transplants.
Then this was the counterattack.
Cronus. It was Cronus.
Holy shit. Oh no. God, no.
What's your problem, Red?
Look at us. Look at me. Cronus did something to us. We switched.
Mother of God, I've got tits.
Well, don't touch them, Travis. They're still mine. Come on, Travis. I mean it. Those aren't toys. Now, come on. Oh. How do you walk in this?
You gotta commit to a side, Red. Personally, I always bear right. You know, you never look better, Little Red Riding Hood. Try to enjoy it. Hey, where are you going?
To find the others. We've got to fix this. We've got to fix it now.
You do that, sweet cheeks. I'm gonna go find a corner somewhere and have some alone time with your nasty self here.
Oh, no, you don't, Travis. Not with my body, you don't. Don't you dare.
You were more fun before you died.
I'll just have to take your word for that. Now, after you.
Right, ladies first. I have nice legs, don't I?
Just go.
Is my ass fat in this?
Travis, so help me God. And wait, don't tell me. You are?
Arlo, but only beefy.
And I'm Sergeant Rick, but I feel like James Dean or something.
You mean rebel without a clue?
Shut up, Travis.
What kind of strategy is this?
Apparently, Cronus switched each of us with the person we were with at the time of the attack. Our prana has been forcibly transplanted.
How can he do that? Why would he do that?
Classic battlefield thinking, man. Confuse the enemy. Sow disorientation, reap victory.
Well, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel strange.
Indeed.
I feel myself growing uncharacteristically aggressive and also easily aggravated. I feel as though I could put my fist through a wall at any moment.
I know what you mean. I feel like I could eat meat or something.
Well, I just feel sick to my stomach. Is this what women feel like all the time?
No. I'm afraid you're experiencing the symptoms of morning sickness. Remember, my body is carrying a child, which means that you, Bill, are now carrying a child.
What? What's so funny?
You're pregnant! That's awesome! Are you gonna breastfeed too? God, I can't wait till your water breaks.
So help me, I'm going to kill you.
Like to see you try, Miss Saigon.
Wait! You're acting like idiots. We've got bigger fish to fry.
Bill?
Oh God, I think I'm going to throw up.
Don't worry, it ought to pass in about 9 months or so.
What are we going to do about this? I mean, this is weird.
You ain't kidding. I want my body back. For one thing, I don't fancy nail polish.
I'm with you, Arlo. Brick, I mean.
Don't worry, you can have every delectable inch of your body back as soon as I'm done with it, alright, Red? Seriously, I just need 3 or 4 minutes alone.
And I'm not letting you out of my sight until this is over. I mean it, Travis.
Come on, don't be such a spoil sport. I got a brand new pair of roller skates, and you've got a brand new key. Feeling better, Mrs. Clark?
Shut up.
You mean to tell me, Captain America, that not once have you ever wondered what it would be like if the shoe was on the other foot? We've got a golden opportunity here.
Not with Cronus running the show, Mr. Crabtree. Any way you slice this parlor trick, it's bad news.
All right, point taken. What do we do?
First, same as always. Gather information. There must be a rational scientific explanation for this transference. If we can understand it, maybe we can reverse it.
Anything?
This is amazing.
What, you found something?
No. I can see the baby in my abdomen. The fetus is registering on the scanner. It's beautiful. There's the head, and there are the feet.
How does it look? Is it?
It's perfectly healthy, Teresa. Though I guess almost finished with the first trimester. It's a girl.
3 months of development already? Are you certain?
The embryo's growth appears unusually accelerated. I can't explain it. My God. I think I just felt the baby move. It's incredible.
Please, may I feel?
Probably just gas. Maybe you're bloated.
Can't breathe. It's like my lungs are collapsing. What the hell was that? Another attack?
We're losing stability and structural integrity. Gravitational fields are in flux.
I think we're all right now.
Well, hello, Miss Psychic Vibrations. Still with us?
I am experiencing some difficulty, but it appears to be an alien intelligence. It has suffered in terrible, lingering pain. It does not know how it came to be here, and it is being slowly ripped apart. Its life was stolen.
Stolen? What do you mean?
I am not certain. The thoughts are disordered, chaotic.
I know what that's like.
Whatever it is, it's definitely inside the null zone with us. An aggregation of anomalous particles. Incoherent anomalous particles, I might add. Growing more incoherent all the time.
Just like you're babbling. How ironic.
Guys?
They're dying, lost. Discarnates. We've seen them in the null zone before. We don't know why they come, but they're like moths to the flame.
Wait, what are you saying, Sergeant?
That's what the brass calls them, Dr. Clark. Discarnates. Disembodied life forms. Bodies without real form. Ghosts. There are many more of them. Thousands, perhaps. As if a door in the null zone is swung open, and they just poured in.
Is that thing reading thousands of forms?
The scanner is picking up multitudinous particles, but I can't vouch for what they are, what they were. The readings are indecipherable and indeterminate.
We better figure this out fast. Last time we had ghosts, they tried to possess us. Well?
I still seem to be experiencing some difficulty. I cannot initiate contact with vitality. I wonder if it could be this body, Bill's body. Obviously, I have not quite mastered it yet.
Is it really that different? I mean, being a man instead of a woman?
It is, actually, more than I would have guessed. I feel very different sensations inside Bill's body. My own body is disciplined, controlled. His body is not. It is like a tidal wave of surging emotions, with crests of anger, irritability, and aggression. Do you know what animus is, Arlo?
Not really, no.
There are those philosophers who believe that there are parallel energies contained inside the human form. The masculine, called animus, and the feminine, known as anima.
So, you feel like you're wired all wrong. Is that what you're saying?
Crudely stated, but essentially correct. You and Brick do not experience these particular issues because you did not change sex.
Yeah, but it's still really weird walking around in someone else's shoes. I mean, Brick shoes are clunky.
Arlo, is there a distance between us? I seem to sense... I feel something wrong in you.
We haven't had the chance to talk much since you announced... Since you said you were... with child.
I see. My body's condition disturbs you.
Yeah, it disturbs me. I mean, I never thought about having kids or anything like that, but I kind of hoped it would be me. I feel...
Territorial?
Exactly. I mean, we just started to grow close.
Indeed. The timing of this is most unfortunate. You realize I had no choice in the matter.
I realize that, and I'm mad about it. I'm mad that the choice was taken from you. I just wish you were mad about it too. Does that make sense?
What would be the point in expressing such anger?
Cronus hurt you, Teresa. What he did was wrong. And as someone that's close to you, it hurt me too. If we're going to be together, you need to share your feelings with me. Get it?
I'm sorry, Arlo. You are correct. I apologize. Since learning of my condition, I have been living very much inside my own head. That is not meant as a rationalization, merely an explanation.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a jerk. I realize you're dealing with a lot here.
You are not a jerk. It is strange. I can, without hesitation, tell any of you what emotions you are feeling or thoughts you are thinking. But when it comes to my own feelings, perhaps my control is not as complete as I would like to believe. Arlo, it is my fondest hope that you will be by my side, whatever this pregnancy brings.
I will be, but it still freaks me out. I mean, what if having the baby hurts you? Or if there's something wrong with it?
And I will need your support that much more. Can I count on you?
Always.
Clark, you all right? You still seem pretty green.
My back hurts, and I'm a little cranky. You?
Look at me. What could possibly be wrong? I'm the president, right?
Right. You remember when Travis said this was a golden opportunity earlier? Maybe he was onto something.
You're kidding me, right? I've seen you blow chunks 5 times since this cockamamie transfer started.
Yeah, I know. As an objective scientist, I realize that my body, Teresa's body, is being affected by rising levels of estrogen and progesterone, and that these hormones are affecting my mood and demeanor. But as a pregnant woman, I feel like I can't concentrate on anything besides this child and its well-being. You know?
I really don't. Sorry.
I feel really emotional. I'm sad one minute, and then euphoric the next. I never knew it was this anxiety-provoking to carry a child.
This is really getting to you, isn't it?
I guess. I've been remembering when Laura was pregnant with Samantha. Sometimes I would press my ears against Laura's belly and just listen to the baby. I could hear Samantha's little heart beating, and it was the most vulnerable, beautiful, hopeful sound I've ever heard. I've never told anyone this, but I also felt a little sad, because I understood then that I could never know what it was like to carry a life inside me, to nourish a life with my own flesh, my own blood.
You're just a big softy at heart, aren't you, Clark?
Not usually, no. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I would want to stay like this, or that I'm ready to turn in my membership to the man club. Only that it's good to finally understand how it feels. I wonder
I wonder what?
If knowing these feelings earlier, I could have made better choices as a scientist, as the draftsman, built a better smart house, as it were. And I have some equations to run.
Where's Geraldine Ferraro? I thought Dr. Sheenan called this meeting.
I have so much to tell you all, but I feel I should start with the most important fact. The discarnates are here because the house is no longer under Cronus's control. That's why we're experiencing variations in gravity and other instabilities.
How do you know that? Woman's intuition?
I've been having trouble concentrating since the transference. A side effect of the pregnancy, I suspect, but something finally clicked. I am now convinced that Cronus's attack affected everyone in the house, Cronus included.
Are you trying to say he switched bodies with someone else too? Who?
Vitality. Of course. I should have realized when I couldn't initiate contact.
Smart houses, by nature, can reshape reality. But whatever battlefield directive Cronus issued as we attacked him must have been flawed in some way. In whatever way it happened, he has also been forced to.
Walk in someone else's shoes.
Exactly, Arlo. I couldn't have said it better myself, even in my own body.
Saves us the trouble then, Vitality's right where we wanted her to begin with. Running the show.
All right, let's take a hammer to that broken down on clock and kill Cronus right now.
I'll second that motion.
Good, let's end this once and for all.
Wait. I'm sorry. I realize what Cronus has done. I know what he's done to each of us. Teresa most of all. I feel what he did intimately. How your body has changed. And I suppose that's what I'm getting at. This transverse has changed us. It's changed me. Walking in Teresa's shoes, I've come to understand things about myself I never would have understood otherwise. Am I alone in this?
No, Bill. You are not. I too have seen through a new set of eyes.
Well, all I've learned is that nipples are very sensitive and shouldn't be played with for hours and hours like radio tuners.
You are so dead.
I think I understand. I was able to say things to Teresa that I've never said before.
Then hear me out, before we do something drastic, something we might regret. Maybe the same is true of Cronus.
Sympathy for the devil? Shit, you really have gone all princess on us, haven't you?
I believe what Bill is saying, Travis, is that Cronus has been in Vitality's form for the duration of this transference. He has had access to her memory banks, her history. He has had the opportunity to view us through her eyes.
And you think that's changed him?
I don't know. But I think we should know, definitively, before we destroy him.
When I first encountered Cronus, I felt he was lonely, bitter, unfamiliar with beings like us. What you are saying, Bill, if I follow, is that this is no longer the case. The lard that sent Benicoto to destroy us, and who impregnated me without my consent
It's
is...
not this Lar who exists now. He can't be the same, any more than I'm the same, or you're the same.
Bill, you have arrived at an intuitive, completely unscientific hypothesis. Congratulations.
So what, we make peace with the guy? Is that the plan? Bury the hatchet?
Maybe, Travis. He has seen who we are, and Vitality has seen who he is. We may have an opportunity here, one that we would be foolish not to take advantage of.
Abracadabra? What is this?
I believe Vitality is responding to us, to what Bill has just suggested. I believe she is showing us who Cronus is, his essence, as she understands it.
Come on.
Don't tell me Mr. Military is going all soft on me.
The best spot, Mr. Crabtree, is the one you avoid.
Arrakis, desert planet.
What is this supposed to be? A history lesson?
Guilt. The guilt carried from a distant, ancient origin. A genetic memory. A heartbreak never forgotten. Bill.
Guilt is a quality Cronus inherited from his father, me. It used to be called Oppenheimer's syndrome, the notion that your creation was used for evil and could destroy the world.
So Cronus, he's the bomb in this metaphor? Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
His anger, the bitterness and rage I felt on initial contact, could have arisen from his genetic knowledge that he was born to fire, a destroyer. And his life, his very existence heralded war, destruction, and the collapse of consensus reality. My baby.
Cronus's baby.
His antidote for the hate that was forged in his genesis. His future.
His future?
His way of moving beyond the hate that still consumes him. It's a reason a lot of people have children.
What happened? Is it over?
The transference has been reversed. Cronus and Vitality have forged a peace.
Together?
Yes. The two Lars are now as one. They have found completion in one another. Completion, friendship, and trust. Weakness balancing strength. Youth balancing wisdom.
Are you okay?
Yes. I no longer fear the baby I carry. I understand now that it was not conceived out of Cronus's hate or fear, but from his hope.
Question is, are you okay?
I will be. It's weird. I feel like I've lost the most important thing in the world. One moment I could feel that tiny heart beating inside of me. And then it was gone. Just like it had never been there in the first place. Am I being ridiculous?
A regular riot, Mr. Ron.
It's not ridiculous, Bill. Thank you for serving as custodian to the child. I shall never forget what you did for me, what you did for us.
I'd still like to be a part of her life. Do you think that's possible?
Of course.
Yeah, it takes a village, idiot.
If the baby's growth is accelerated, how long until it arrives? I mean, even with things finally normalizing around here, is it safe?
Don't worry about it. Because we're not going to be here. The happy new couple gave us a control panel.
And the lockdown's finally over.
Yep, I can get down to the nitty gritty, start hooking it up to the loop. Hallelujah, we're going home!
How long?
Pack your bags, little lady. By this time tomorrow, we'll be back home in the United States of America. Circa 2032.
We thought we might find you here.
You're missing the party. I was just thinking.
Bill, are you all right? Your thoughts, they're radiant.
Don't just stand there and cop out. Tell us.
I was thinking about evolution, I guess you could say. I owe you an apology, Teresa. A big one. You were right all along. Vitality is more than the sum of her original programming. She is a life form. This smart house, Cronus, is proof of that. I was wrong to deny the truth. When the discarnates broke into the house, I should have realized what I was seeing. A long time ago, Astrid, I told you about smart houses, how everything you believe exists does exist. but objects or items we might create here don't just materialize from nowhere.
You said that these items existed in one of trillions of universes. You described it as a transfer.
Exactly. Only I never knew, never understood what that could actually mean in practice.
I don't think we're following you, at least I'm not.
Black holes. They all contain smart houses. Evolved smart houses. Don't you see? Black holes act like cosmic hoovers, sucking all matter from nearby space, consuming that matter and reprocessing it for the users inside. The discarnates are all that remains of any life that becomes trapped in that process, after matter has been dragged through the event horizon, crushed and reformed.
It's horrible.
But it isn't, Arlo. It's a natural process, just the way we hunt, eat, and digest animal flesh.
But black holes have always existed. You said so. And you didn't build smart houses until recently.
Yes, but black holes are so evolved, so different from human beings, that they could exist outside the very bounds of linear time, outside of the worlds that we artificially term past and future.
The eternal moment of now. Is that what you mean?
That's it exactly.
The more I think about it, the more it makes sense. The null zone, that wall of blackness that we first experienced at the house at the end of the universe, was in fact a protean black hole, crushing and destroying all life to protect and feed the denizens. It's a perfect system, drawing in matter and energy to care for the user while excreting unwanted matter back out in the form of Hawking's radiation. At some point, the most primordial and advanced smart houses must have even learned how to stop a dedicated enemy, because black holes are one of the few forces in the galaxy that are known to repel dark matter. The gas clouds emitted by normal matter in the event horizon can in fact block it, keep it at bay.
So there are people like us living inside every black hole in existence?
Perhaps smart houses could take the forms not just of houses, but of cities, continents, planets, entire galaxies.
Then the Earth itself could always have been a smart house.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just starting to see over the horizon myself.
If what you're saying is true, then you are the father of all reality, of the universe as it exists.
And you, Astrid, are the mother. Your DNA, replicated 1 billion times over, is the core of every smart house, the living, beating heart of 1 billion universes.
I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah. Me either. I just know how we feel. For the first time since I've known about the Holocaust, about the destruction of consensus reality, I feel free. Feel free.
Like Cronus, your guilt is gone.
It will never be truly gone, not completely. But I accept now that I am Oppenheimer, in a sense. I built the bomb that destroyed the human race. But that very same bomb evolved and matured beyond my wildest imagination. Also gave rise to the human race. And it will do so again and again, in dimension after dimension, across time, across space. The smart houses are the foundation of reality. If I were to uncreate them, I would be uncreating a miracle.
Delusions of grandeur, if you ask me.
No Travis. Just evidence, perhaps, that reality has a sense of humor.
Funny you should put it quite that way, brother.